Hello everyone, and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. It seems like everyone is getting in on the presidential campaign these days. One of the most recent to make news is Oprah Winfrey. During the early primary season, she came out four square for Barack Obama, but her ratings started to fall. Just recently, she slammed the door on the possibility of interviewing Sarah Palin, even though secretly some of her staffers are making noise about having the most popular woman in America appear on the show. But Oprah remains insistent, no interview until after the elections, if ever. This despite the fact that both Barack and wife Michelle were shown the red carpet and interviewed like royalty. Look, it's Oprah's show, and this is America, and she can do whatever she wants with her own show. But the Queen of Talk cannot get upset about people thinking she's unfair. But what does the richest woman in America care about what lowly little Americans think? There's another aspect of Oprah that people should be even more suspicious of. It's her self-appointed role as High Priestess of Theobabble and Psychopablum. Posing as the all-knowing seeker of spiritual solace, she's able to mask her real identity, Goddess of Gobbledygook. And at her side, the guru of garbage, a strange little man who calls himself Eckhart Tolle. He's written a book. He calls it A New Earth. Same New Age compost, different publisher. You know the drill. God is in everything. God is in me. God is in you. God is in all of us. And then through a sudden fantastical leap of logic, now I'm God, you're God, we're all God. It's like some cosmic Barney Love-in, where the enlightened are the elite, and the rest of us just need to shell out $24.95 plus tax to unravel nuances of nonsense and suddenly become enlightened as well. By the way, for all of his pretended enlightenment, you'd figure Tolle would be able to come up with an original title. The name of his book is a ripoff from the 21st chapter of the book of Revelation. I seem to recall a line about even the devil citing scripture for his own purposes. Anyway, in this book of deceit and distortion, he reinvents Jesus Christ, saying he is everything except what he truly is. He says he's a spirit. An example meant to show us the way, although he never really gets down to what way. He sort of fumbles around that one for quite a while. Now, there's nothing especially new here. Pagans, heretics, cheats, and kooks of all kinds have been spewing this crazy talk since about a week after the resurrection. But those liars and snake oil salesmen did not have the Queen of Hellevision standing there beside them promoting and pushing their poison. This one-woman New Age movement openly admits she believes in a different Jesus than the apostles did. Don't believe me? Take a listen for yourself. She's all over YouTube.
That what I believe is that Jesus came to show us Christ consciousness. Jesus came to say, look, I'm going to live in the body, in the human body, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Jesus didn't come, in my belief, even as a Christian, I don't believe that Jesus came to start Christianity. So you believe what happens to us at death when the body dies? You don't have a belief.
I don't give it any thought.
You don't?
No.
And when the form itself is lying there in the casket, that timeless formlessness has gone where?
Transform, to have either to join with the source or to go through further experiences of awakening.
God, in the essence of all consciousness, isn't something to believe. God is.
Yes.
God is. And God is a feeling experience, not a believing experience. And if your religion is a believing experience, if God for you is still about a belief, then it's not truly God. Well, I am a Christian who believes that there are certainly many more paths to God other than Christianity.
Well, if you don't believe Christ is the only way, Miss Winfrey, then stop calling yourself a Christian. Jesus Christ himself said, I am the way. He also said, no one comes to the Father except through me. If you believe something other than Christ, then you are something other than a Christian. Got it? It's pretty simple. You're following a made-up Christ and trying to convince everyone else that your fake Christ is the right one. Stop it. Stop lying to people about Jesus Christ. He's God, you're not. Miss Winfrey is either not very smart, and there's absolutely no evidence to suggest that, or she's wickedly deceitful. You see, she's playing a theological shell game. She uses the word Christ because she knows her listeners will recognize it and they'll be comfortable with it. And then, with a masterful sleight of hand, or mouth, suddenly she's talking about an entirely different Christ that has nothing to do with the original. She and her little guru dude have pulled a theological switcheroo. See, nothing up my sleeve. And apparently nothing in their minds or hearts either. Christians, real Christians, the ones who believe Jesus is God and there are no other gods, these people have got to step up to the plate and start calling these charlatans out into the light. Every week, millions of internet users log on to Oprah's site and listen to the mindless babble of the Gnostic know-it-all and her goofy guru. Problem is, many people believe them. Neither you nor Guru Boy have any right to be redefining who Jesus is and spreading your spiritual sputum and contagion. After listening to your warped theology and claims to be a Christian, I can see why you celebrate and back Barack Obama. He claims to be a Christian too, and by your definition, he is. But neither he nor you are even close to being Christian. You deny the divinity of Christ, and he denies millions of babies the right to life. Hopefully, the day after the election, you can have him on your show again, and this time you can have a prolonged theological discussion about how all those gods of yours didn't want Barack to be president. I'm Michael Voris.